Wow. All right, so yesterday we had a big stuff up. If for any of you guys that did watch the video, basically I went to go tighten up the crank pulley bolt, and as I was doing that, the motor wouldn't actually spin freely. So just a disclaimer to anyone watching the video that might be new, I'm definitely not a mechanic. The whole purpose of these videos is to document a little bit of my life in the world of cars, and also to document my journey, my mechanical journey, pretty much. So yeah, I am learning on the go. Anything that I do, I may be criticized for, but I am learning, and honestly, it's working. So the one thing that I did take away from this was that when you're angry, when you can feel it in every fiber of your body that you do want to give up, sometimes it is good to just take a break, take a few deep breaths, take a break, maybe even sleep on it overnight, and then come back at it the next day with a fresh mindset. I normally go to the gym every single morning, but today is rest day, which means that today is car day. I did say in yesterday's video that I was going to talk to a few people and do a little bit of research as to what might have gone wrong. So the two things that it could be is piston hitting a valve due to me not doing the timing correctly. However, I don't believe that that is the case. The timing all seemed fine. What I did do, I went onto toyodiy.com, had a look at the parts breakdown, and I believe that the timing gear on the crank was installed backwards. Yes, that does mean that the whole motor does need to come right back down. Hopefully I didn't damage any gaskets, so I can put it all back together today and get it back to where it was. Major stuff up. Super angry about it yesterday, but today is a fresh day. Let's just go and get it done. I'm excited, let's do it. All right, so where I left off, everything got put back together. So all of this has to come back off. And first thing that I've done is I've gotten everything ready. So basically I've given myself till 10 o'clock. It's currently 8 o'clock. I've given myself 2 hours to fully pull it back down, because yesterday I think part of the issue was I didn't have enough water, didn't have enough food, and I was just getting way too angry. So what have I got? I've got 1/4-inch socket set, 1/2-inch socket set, the Bible. I have the layout of where the bolts all went, knowing now that wherever those bolt holes lie are the only bolts I have to take out to get the timing cover off, instead of all the water pump bolts as well, so that'll help. I have my harmonic balance puller at the ready as well, and some pre-workout as well, which always gets me through on rest days. So quick rundown, so rocker assembly will come off first. I will rotate the motor around via the crank pulley just to see if it is a piston, a valve hitting a piston. If that's not the case, which I'm pretty sure it's not, means take crank pulley off, timing cover off, head off, everything, strip it all back down, swap over that, spin around the timing gear on the crank. All right, so I'll just throw you guys on a quick time lapse. The heads off. The really depressing part is though that, oh my god, I'm ruining everything, but oops, the gasket was ruined as it came off, and now I need to clean up that surface again and run another gasket, which is really frustrating, costing me more money, but it has to be done. And let's hope I didn't ruin that exhaust gasket whilst I was there. That's all good. Oh, frustrating, but this, I tried to turn it over. It's definitely locked up down the bottom there, so timing cover does have to come off. All the bolts that I believe are off the timing cover there are off, including the one for the sump as well that I might have missed, which I didn't miss. I'll undo this guy here now, and hopefully that cover will come off. Whew. Come on. Should be sealed down on the sump down there, I reckon. Right, so I very lightly pried it off, so it should all come off now. Whoop. There we go. Definitely won't be reusing that gasket, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's have a look. What did I damage? So if you can kind of see down there, I believe that that is inside out. And yeah, that's that. So let's pull it all out and see how we go. Upon inspection, definitely as assumed. Definitely did damage the chain, the new chain that I just bought. So yeah, so fairly confident that this guy here was on backwards. Awesome guys, so something I noticed that happened as well in my journeys, basically I have damaged the timing cover as well on the inside there, so I'm going to need a new timing cover. Also the scary part now is that that's alloy, and there's probably little alloy pieces in the sump. I think I can see them now. Oh man. There they are. Yep, down in there. Awesome, cool. Alright, awesome, I'll dig those guys out now then. Today I'm coming at you from a loan car. Basically, as you saw in the other video, I got rid of the Festiva. We retired that one, sent it to the graveyard. So yeah, borrowed this filthy 2012 Hilux, I think it is. Anyway, that's not the main part. The main part, or point should I say, of this video is to show you guys what I had to buy for a second time. And that's had to get a new head gasket, basically because taking the head off the car actually ruined the head gasket, or the graphite stuck to both surfaces. So got that. As you saw in the other video, I damaged the timing cover, so it's not in this box, but I damaged the timing cover and the lower timing sprockets. So new timing sprockets, I'll do both of those, new timing chain, new gaskets for that as well. And then the main part, the expensive part, was the actual timing cover itself, so I had to get a fresh one of those. As you can see there, one thing that was mentioned was that if the engine has been rebuilt before, then the timing cover may not sit flush with the deck of the block, because if it has been machined, there'll be different they'll be at different levels, and then the head gasket and the head won't seal. So I gotta check that. Anyway, that's enough talking on that for now. I'm gonna clean the block surfaces, clean the head surfaces, reinstall everything to the timing cover today, and then hopefully button it all up. I know I've been promising it for a while, but today is definitely the day. And yeah, let's just get into that. As you can see, the head gasket is quite damaged there with all the graphite, and we will flip this guy over, and you can see there's a little bit of gasket just on the surface there, so I'll get that cleaned up now. Also, as you can see on here, there's a bit of gasket glue and residue on that surface of the block, so we'll clean that guy up as well. Get a bit of gasket surface off there. So as you can see, the blade I'm using is actually plastic, so because the metal blades, I'm not too confident with them, and I'm afraid that I will ruin the aluminium. So yeah, if you can find one with a plastic blade, then do that. All cleaned up, ready to roll. Right, undo these guys. That's enough of that. I'll pull them off, clean this guy up. Right, that's all cleaned up now. Put some gasket sealant on the water jacket that's notorious for leaking, and now I'm going to pull oil pump off and water pump off this cover to put on that cover. Just got to throw this guy on quickly and check to see how it actually all sits. Perfect. So this block definitely hasn't been decked before, so it sits in there perfectly flush. And now that I know my engine a little bit better, this guy here was the culprit for
the mishap. So now that I know that it goes on this way due to the markings, like so, we shouldn't have any issues now. Awesome. And I remember this guy goes this way. I will triple check before I actually do anything, but that's him. All right, now the timing gear's on, timing chain's on, tensioner's on, guides are on. Just got to torque those bolts, and yeah, then throw the gaskets on for the timing cover, and away we go. All right, hopefully I'm not too sunburnt, but I've been out here for most of the day, and look where we are. So we got the head on. All the timing spins correctly, so there's no binding at the moment. However, that was before I spun it all around before I put the actual rocker assembly on, so until the rocker assembly is on I can't really tell if the timing is right, but everything, all the timing marks match up and all that kind of thing, so I think we are pretty good to roll. And yeah, now I'll tighten down the head bolts to sequence, and making sure the timing covers all tightened up as well, and yeah, that'll be a good start for today, back to where we were, and then we'll see where we go from here. All right guys, you can probably see the massive smile on my face. So good news is I've got everything tightened up. I've got the head tightened up, and now when I turn the motor over by hand, I get a full rotation, as you can see. Oh, hang on, one, let's keep going. Might even, whoa. Whoa. All right, keep going. That is one full rotation, and yeah, valves aren't binding up, nothing's binding up, and yeah, as you can tell, I am super excited. And yeah, wow, stressful. $400 down the drain due to one mistake, but yeah, it's a learning curve, and I'm learning little bits as I go, so then I can start working the supers. So yeah, keep watching, like, comment, subscribe, get it all happening, because there's big things coming.